Spirits, angels, and guides, ascended masters, loved ones, teachers, positive ancestors. Give me the overall energy here as it relates to my collective in love. What do they need to know at this time? Oh, damn. So I feel like this is a collective that is at this time moving beyond a cycle in which maybe they were chasing love or seeking energy or seeking validation or seeking approval or seeking to be chosen. Okay? I feel this energy of moving beyond and being in the state of recognizing your value. We've been seeing this energy in the collective, this energy of shifting out of needing to be able to fight for something or pursue something and moving to this place of just accepting that the right love is going to come to you. Okay? I feel Libra energy here, so you could be a Libra. I feel Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer. Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, Libra. I get the initials R, T, and B, okay? And then I also heard learning how to let go. This is a collective that's learning how to let go. Maybe it's letting go of how you are perceived, how you are seen, like what the outcome will be. For some of you, you're learning how to let go of like understanding or needing to know the outcome. Needing to be able to have assurance, needing to have control. Needing to have control. Okay? Damn. Tell me what the collective's highest energy at this time. Tuning into the frequency of creation. Okay? Tuning into the frequency of creation. Recognizing your ability to create whatever you desire. In the past, you had doubts. You did possess some doubts, some insecurities, maybe even some imposter syndrome as it related to love. Maybe you questioned whether it would be possible to call in the partner that you deserve. And some of you let that energy bleed into the way that you showed up. It let you move into this energy of seeking, chasing, controlling, because something in you felt it's not possible for me to create this. It's not possible for me to manifest this. But I see this collective moving into a state of confidence in their manifestation. Okay? You could be a Virgo as well. I feel Virgo energy here as well. Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Sagittarius. Who is connected to this collective at this time? Damn. Somebody is seeing you winning. I just heard someone is seeing you winning. Someone's seeing you succeeding. Someone's seeing you glow up. Ooh. They are not enjoying that. I should not be laughing at their downfall. That's not very nice. But I do feel like this is somebody who's in a very different energy than you're in, okay? I feel this person's energy is like heavily experiencing the consequences of their own actions, okay? The consequences of their own actions. That's the real tea, all shade, all pink lemonade. The consequences of their actions, okay? This person sees you everywhere. This person feels you everywhere. This person feels connected to you at all times. They can't shake you. They can't shake you, okay? And they want a second chance. This is somebody who wants a second chance. This is somebody who wants to make amends with you. They feel like they didn't show that they valued the depth that you have. They feel like they didn't show that you were important to them. They feel like you didn't have an awareness of what their true intentions were. Okay? Who is this person to my collective? Who is this person to my collective? Oh, damn. Danger, Will Robinson. Some of you, this is a water sign, Scorpio specifically, or Capricorn. Okay? Dang. This person had your number for a while, though. This is somebody who you may feel like keeps you stuck, or creates stagnancy in your life. But this is also very intense energy here, okay? Also very intense energy. It's like some of you still feel like this has a hold on you and you don't know why. Even though you are winning and succeeding, some of you are like feeling so successful in your life at this time, or feeling like you're really finally experiencing like you meeting and achieving these goals that you set for yourself. You're finally feeling like you're victorious. You're finally feeling like you're getting recognition. You're feeling like you're moving forward. You're feeling like you're getting the attention you deserve. Like your energy feels really, really good. It feels confident. And it also shows that you're aware of the fact that you've called in that abundance. But even within that energy of feeling like I'm in a really good place in my life, there's still something that's like, why does this person have a hold on me? What is it in this person's energy that keeps pulling you back in? Okay? They keep pulling you back in. And you've tried everything you can to move beyond this. You've tried everything you can. Like you've tried, like you've put all of your effort and strength, and you're not somebody that isn't strong or resilient. You are. Like you have so much strength. I feel like you have done everything you can up until this time to fully let this go, but something keeps pulling you back into this relationship. Okay? Dang. What is this person's energy though, as it relates to this in this instance, beyond being disappointed? For some of you, there's going to be some confessing energy or a coming clean here that they've been holding on to you, and that's the reason why you felt like you couldn't let go of them. Dang. For some of you, the reason why you haven't been able to let go of this person is because they haven't let go of you. They have been holding on, obsessing over you, spying on you, clinging on to you. Clinging. Okay? And as they cling on to you, I feel for many of you, you've been viewing this as something that you're doing wrong. I feel for a lot of you, this is something this person has done. This person has done. And I feel them coming forward to confess the fact that they have not been able to let go. The fact that they've been missing you. For some of you, again, this is someone who can't imagine a future with anyone else but you. I feel a lot of energy here in the astral as well. I see activation in the astral, so there could be a lot of dreaming about each other. Okay? What does this person dream about? Let's get into the real tea. What does this person dream about as it relates to my collective? This is somebody who dreams about a world in which they just let this energy flow with you. And when they just let themselves let their guard down. They just let this relationship become what it's meant to. They dream about that. They dream about what it would be like if they weren't so stuck in their ego, trying to control this relationship out of fear that it will change them. They dream about a world in which they were doing a lot less watching and a lot more holding on to you. We're not going to digress further, okay? But they do dream about you. Tell me a little bit more about what this person's energy is at this time. What do we need to know? Dang. There's a lot of guilt here over sabotaging something so deep, so profound, so true. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here coming through, right? They know they sabotaged this. They know they sabotaged it. They sabotaged it because there was a part of them that didn't feel like they were as strong as you. They weren't ready to expose something ancestral. That's what I feel. I feel you in this collective cleanse the bloodline. And I know this is going to sound like a heavy message, esoteric message, okay? If it ain't yours, it ain't yours. Don't force it. Don't make it fit. Only receive it if it feels true to you. I ain't forcing you to be here, okay? It was my charm that drew you in, but you don't have to stay. This energy recognized that you were offering a sacred invitation to cleanse the bloodline so the two of you could form a state of divine partnership and union, free from these ancestral wounds and traumas. On your side, you did that work. You rose to meet that occasion. You healed those old ancestral wounds and blockages, and you are no longer encumbered by those same traumas that for some time were keeping you stuck in your life. Were holding you captive. Not anymore. This individual, the moment they started to connect to that knowing of those traumas, they got scared. They got spooked. That's what stopped them here. They knew that the pain went deep. They knew what it would require of them. They knew it meant a major life transformation. They got spooked. They got spooked. The shadow came out. The dark night of the soul came out. The fears came out. The doubts came out. And if anything, it just activated this very deceptive part of them, where they started to confuse what is true versus illusion. They started to look at you as trying to tempt them. You were never trying to tempt them. You were offering them something sacred. They flipped the script. They flipped the script. Hi, Miss Drea. They flipped the script. Okay. Tell me, what is the truth of this connection? What is the soul contract here? So I heard it is real. It is true. But I also heard it is time. So I feel for many of you, this is something that is real and it is true. But I also feel like it's time to make a change if it doesn't feel like it can continue to support you. Okay. The soul contract as well for many of you is about you recognizing that you need to set expectations within love, that your self-worth is worth protecting for many of you. And the soul contract on this person's side was for them to move out of a state of overthinking and move into a state of taking action towards what they deserve. They were not able to meet you in that space. Okay? So, Insight here into the future based on the current energy of this connection. What does this person want my collective to know at this time in terms of where they are? I heard keep growing. I feel like this is somebody who's just watching you in awe. Here's the part of a divine union or divine partnership and separation journey that most don't want to speak about. There will often be a period of time in which one divine partner actually moves so far beyond the other that there is a need for an extended separation. The separation is inevitable. And the separation is put in place because on your side, you have outgrown this energy. You have out-evolved this energy. You are starting to attract the abundance that you deserve. So holding on to something that feels scarce energetically is going to be repelled from you, right? Scarcity will be repelled when you're in an abundant energy. For many of you, this abundant energy that you're currently in, this frequency that you're in, is repelling this energy of accepting less, living with less, okay? It is hard though, because I feel the two of you are still very much asking why you feel connected. I feel this is a collective that's having to make a difficult decision to choose themselves and to choose to prioritize their worth. But for a lot of you, it feels like this is just starting to become intuitive. This is just starting to become instinctual to choose yourself. There were many cycles in which you did not. Damn. Okay. So advice on this energy side that my collective is connected to. This energy, the person you're connected to, again, water sign, feels like a water sign. I also feel Capricorn. Needs to learn the value of love and truth. Okay? Right now, this individual is not rooted in that knowing. They need to recognize that they are worthy of love. They need to recognize that they are worthy of being celebrated, worthy of being seen. I don't see that they do right now. Okay? And until this person moves out of this place of sabotaging good things, you will not receive any movement in this relationship. You will not. On your side, I feel like this is a collective that just needs to enjoy the harvest that they have created. Like you have planted seeds of intention. You have committed to yourself. You've experienced this growth. And now you have this huge abundant harvest coming in. Do not sacrifice like the beauty and the joy of being able to receive the fruits of your labors by focusing on the one thing that you don't have right now or the one thing that you wish transpired here. Focus on all of the growth, all of the rewards that you're experiencing. And for many of you as well, you are. You really are. I feel like this is a collective that has, for the most part, experienced this rebirth and is really feeling grateful for all the blessings that have come in. Okay? Any insight here as to how the future could transpire post-period of separation based on this energy? I feel like this energy needs to raise their vibration. I feel this almost like sabotaging what they know is a good thing because their vibration needs to be elevated. And I feel on your side, you are taking charge regardless towards your happiness. You are focusing on what brings you contentment. Because at the end of the day, that is how you value the life that you have. The gift of the life that you have. What a beautiful gift that is. And I feel in this collective, this is a collective of optimists. It's like no matter how many times you have been knocked down in your past, you still have faith that you will live a beautiful life. I actually see that in this time you feel very happy and very at peace for the first time in a long time. So have compassion for yourself. The advice for this collective, okay? If you feel frustrated that you can't let go of this or you feel like something keeps bringing you back to this, you need to be less hard on yourself and more accepting of the fact that this was a connection that is very prominent and something that had a very significant impact on you. Just because you still feel connected to it doesn't mean that right now it serves a romantic purpose for you, but it also doesn't mean that you need to judge. I feel for many of you, it's about less self-judgment and more self-acceptance, okay? And the final advice in this collective, I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, if you could start again, let's say, okay, in love, and you could determine everything that you've ever desired for yourself, with this baseline now of feeling like you are worthy of it. If you could ask for anything in the whole world in love, what would you ask for? And would it be this connection in its current state? If not, right, take a step back, give yourself over to your guides. Let your guides steer the ship for a moment. Let them navigate the path towards the love that you deserve. Because you deserve to receive all that is true to you. If you feel something within your heart, it is already yours. As it is written, so it shall be done. It is here. You feel it. It is true. Okay? So this is not to say that this connection could not evolve and transform to become an answer to your prayers. But right now, it is not an answer to your prayers. Right now, for most, this is not what you've been asking for. This is not what you've been praying for. So ask yourself, what do I desire in love? What feels true to me at this time? And comment it down below. What feels true? Okay? Final advice. Yes. Let the universe do right. Maintain a state of composure as you call in this higher level love. I want you to see beyond the current circumstances, because I feel for many of you, you have been in this repeat cycle with this energy for some time. And maybe that brings this feeling of like hopelessness or frustration. But that's not to say that you cannot attract better, okay? And for many of you, you may even have options in the near future. I feel from a new love perspective, you can definitely be discerning, okay? You have the luxury of discernment in the sense in which you know you're that bee. Like you know everything you have to offer. You're in a really good place in your life. You are well situated. So do not settle. Do not compromise. Like do not accept someone into your life, this person or otherwise, unless they feel true to matching this value that you have created within your life. Okay? Final advice moving forward. Yeah, be patient. I actually feel like this is a collective that is meant to just take a moment to enjoy the fruits of their labors at this time, to enjoy what they've created. The right partner is coming to you. Okay? The right partner will come to you. For most, I feel like this is somebody new, to be honest. I feel like this is somebody who will know your value intuitively, instantly. And when you do connect with this energy, it is going to flow. The relationship itself will progress naturally. There will be no resistance. There will be no periods of hot and cold. They will simply be a state of balance and harmony. Because what you're desiring is met by their offer. Okay? And until then, it is about just focusing on what brings you a state of balance in your life, what is helping you achieve your goals, what is helping you grow or expand in your career. That is what your guides are hoping for you at this time. To be able to be in a state of presence with all that you've created for yourself. Okay? So, I hope that message was helpful for my collective, sending so much love, positive energy, and abundance. If you enjoyed that collective message, 1111 down below. We are also going to do some general